How's everyone doing? Yeah, I know it's been a minute since I've been on. Been going through some ascension stuff, as I'm sure all of you have. So as I'm recording this is January 20th, 2024. This is a day that I have been waiting for many, many years. I'm a Capricorn, and Pluto has been in my sign since 2008. Actually, my life started changing in 1998, so it's been a lot longer for a lot of us. So um, I thought I'd come on and just tap into the energy of what's going on today. Pluto and the Sun are at the same time at 7:57 p.m. Eastern Time. So set your clocks. I'm sure you all have experienced some of this already starting to move in. But yeah, it's been a pretty wild 18 years of complete dis, um, dis, dismemberment is what the word is coming through. Well, I'm just going to go with it. I have been, everything has been stripped from me, and opportunities to rebuild have presented throughout the entire time. And it's been a beautiful journey. And now that I can understand it all, it's like I just have to laugh at some of the stuff that has gone on. But it's been beautiful. It's been so beautiful. So we're going to tap in today to the energy, like I said, of Pluto entering Aquarius. The fairies have asked to come out and play, so I'm sure you can find so many different videos out there of the astrology and everything. I'm just going to give you what I know and what I've gotten through. So, how I've been asked to look at it for myself. Capricorn, earth energy, very grounded. It's structures. It's how we handle our money. It's I don't know. For me, I mean, it was just those are things that have been, brought into my experience. It's about the physical body. Capricorn rules the body. Um, so air energy is what Aquarius is. It's a totally different energy. So you've got groundedness, and then you've got airy fairiness, and I think that's probably why the fairies wanted to come in. It's also a reminder that Aquarius energy or any air energy can be a bit impulsive. So there's a little bit of taking that Capricorn energy and grounding everything in that we've learned from the last 20 years, so we can be more grounded in our spirituality and pulling that in, because this energy is going to take off very quickly. The air energy is very quick. It's, you think of air, you think of wind, and how quickly it can come in, how quickly it can move things around, that aren't tethered down. I'm being shown of trash day or recycle day when the bins are blowing. People don't take their bins in, and even though we've got a high wind warning, the bins are blowing all over the place into each other's yards or down the street, or they land in the middle of the road, and you've got to either get out and move it for whoever it belongs to, or go around it. It's so that's going to be a choice point. There is, how are we going to approach what gets blown in our path with this Aquarius energy. Sorry, I just kicked my thingy there. Yeah, I'm still, my mind is still trying to ground and be grounded in this energy. Just, I mean, it just in the shift alone. So I do have cards out here. Again, I said the fairies wanted to come in, so I pulled some cards off camera only because I'm not familiar with these cards, and I wanted to read the PDF. It's not a physical book. It's a PDF of the meanings of these cards that I'm using. They are the Brian Froud Faerie Oracle. Brian Froud is one of my favorite. I've got the book of this, and it's a big, huge book. Anyway, so I pulled these cards, and I kind of read through the PDF of them, and I kind took what was drawn to me, and or what I was drawn to, and some messages that came through. First card out is called the Topsy Turvets. You know, this is Hangman energy. Plain and simple. I mean, it's the same either way. Look at that. It's how you view it. This feels like past energy to me coming in here. Then these three are what we're moving into. And the bottom of the deck is also relevant. So I wrote down topsy-turvy for the past energy. You know, in the past, maybe just in the past few weeks, maybe it's been in the past couple months, as you know, we dipped into Aquarius March, April, May, June, part of June last year of 2023. They kind of gave us a little bit of a snippet of what this energy is going to be like for each of us individually, you know. So whatever was going on for you then, that's what you can expect the energy to resemble moving forward for the next 20 years. This is, and after that, it kind of, for me personally, it kind of like rocked me a little bit. It was such a high energy for me that I took the next 6 months, 7 months to integrate it all and to ground it. So whatever was going on for you could have caused a little bit of confusion as to, okay, am I on the right path? What is the path I want to be on? You know, because we get to choose. You know, yes, our higher self has already, you know, planned our experiences here, but now we get to work with the human and the higher self together, and come to a space of harmonious union is what I'm hearing. So yeah, this is a change of viewpoint, new ways of seeing things, new ways of being in relationship with others and ourselves and the world around us. Next, I've got the Magician energy. This is the Master Maker. This came through as the Magician energy. And yes, I do have an incense burning underneath my phone here, and it's just about to the end there. Master Maker, I think he's freaking cute. He's cute. You know, I'm also feeling like Ace of Wands energy with this, with his big wand with the fire there. Invention, definitely Aquarius energy. What came through for me was be the highest version of you in any given moment, in any given situation. Do your best work always. And whatever we create in that best energy, in the highest version of ourselves, has staying power. It also was saying to me that what you create, you can always finesse, and the next moment create even better and even better and even better as we move forward in each situation. We've got Penelope Dreamweaver here. This is a 28 card. It's a 10 card. Visions. What did I write down? Visions and inspiration. That's all I wrote down for this one. You know, this could be a nod to pay attention to your dreams. You know, Aquarius is about invention and intuition and what's the other word I'm looking for? Innovation. You know, it's new technologies, new medical technologies, modalities, and things like that. I'm getting to it. So Spirit's like, we get it. So these 3 cards here actually go together. So I want to get to the last one, and this one is Unity. This is the first card in the deck. It's the first and the last card according to the definition of it. This is a, you know, the Master Maker is the 22 card. I needed to bring that through for whatever reason, you might be seeing 22, but unity. This is, remember what we are, that we are all one. We all have something to offer. And that's where these three come into play. So these three wanted to come together. So the message I got here is all of these are suggesting working together in union or communion or communion for the highest good. This is about like-mindedness coming together, no longer sitting in this confusion of who do I work with, what do I do, what's my purpose, what's my mission. This is like becoming clear, and then the tribe just draws to you. You magnetize the people you're supposed to work with into your experience. This is collaboration for the highest good of all. I'm being reminded. Bottom of the deck, we've got the roar. This is energetic. It's pure potential. This it did come through as saying it can be a bit impulsive. So it says, pay attention. For what I got through, it says, pay attention to which energy you're feeding. And I believe this came out in one of my last videos of, the story about the wolves. They get the two wolves live within us, and which one are you going to feed? One's destructive, one's not. And, which one are you going to feed? So which energy are you going to be feeding? Okay, let me restart that. Pay attention to which energy you're feeding into and the energy you are bringing into the dynamic. It's not just about the others. This is about you. What energy are you bringing into the dynamic? Again, this is, I've seen a lot of this on YouTube and everything, and it's funny because I've tried to watch very little lately, but the very little that I did watch, they all had kind of a similar message of, Pluto into Aquarius. It's about love over fear. It's about love over hate. Highest vibration over the lowest vibration. What are you bringing into this? So this Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius is going to be whatever you make it, whatever your mind is set on, or whatever your mindset is. Are you still living in fear? Are you in confusion? Or are you like, okay, I've got this ability, this guy's got this ability, this guy's got this ability. How can we come together? How can we work together? Even if it's not other outside people, this is like working with your guides. How can you work with your guides in a higher frequency than you've been working with them before? Maybe there's new guides that are going to come online for you, and start introducing themselves to you. Maybe there's, different galactics or different ascended masters or deities that will be starting to come in. So very interesting messages I feel so far. Just looking at my Aquarius notes here. I did have in one of my videos, I'm not quite sure, I think it was a twin flame video though, and I'm not intending this to be a twin flame video, although I know that twin flames have a specific role in this Pluto in Aquarius energy for the next 20 years. I am planning on doing a totally separate video for that, but we're going to see what comes out here. First and foremost, I do have the January 20th to 27th written down here specifically. Massive shifts forward. And that's because, yes, we've got this coming in. Your response, again, I had written down there, what's your response, love or fear? Not only do we have Pluto entering Aquarius, we have a full moon in Leo, which is really like it's screaming to me twin flame energy. So maybe that's when the twin flame reading will come in. We also have it by the end of the month, all of our planets will be direct. What that means is the horses are out of the gate, I'm hearing. I don't, if you've ever watched horse racing, on TV or been at the racetrack, which I love going just to watch the horses. Um, and I just, it's just like that takeoff energy. It might be really quick at first, but then the pace kind of settles out for a while, and then it picks up at the end. How the horses cross the finish line. They cross at their greatest strength and the greatest speed. Um, I can't see anything. So yeah, so there's again there's an impulsivity that could come through. We just want to be a little more aware of that um, moving forward. So let's rearrange some things here. Let's see. Let's get some themes here, please, Spirit. I've already shuffled all the decks, set my energy into them, prayed over them. What are the themes? It is a very bitterly, single-digitly cold day here in upstate New York. Snowing. I don't know if you can see that out there. Probably not. So Frigid and I are on the couch with a big fluffy blanket. Willow of the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Ooh, this feels like the last 20 years. It feels like the last 20 years. What have you discovered about yourself? We've all been through a ton of shadow work. Pluto is the death and rebirth energy, is it not? So let's see. What are the other themes that want to come through for this Pluto and Aquarius energy? January 20th, 2024. Now, next 20 years till 2024 or 2044 or 43, somewhere around there. It's debatable. I think it's 2044, to be honest. It's just what I'm being told right now, so. But I guess we'll see it when we get there, right? That incense is determined to go directly right in front of me, no matter where I move it. Okay. Apparently my space needs to be cleared. It's been a rough week, let me tell you. A couple weeks. There we go. We got here. We got here. Oh, oh my gosh, that's a freaking lot, man. Not taking this one, I'm told. All right. What do we have? Root Girl, the disowned self. Yeah, this feels like past energy. So in the past 18 years when Pluto was in Aquarius or Capricorn, we've done a lot of the deep shadow work. We've done a lot of the healing of the inner child. Wow, that image just... The disowned self, loving the aspects of ourselves that we were taught weren't up to snuff for most people or society. And the treasures that we found within that healing, discovering and knowing who we are, that we are divine children of God. We are infinite souls, infinite beings, star seeds. We are connected to all that there is. Oh, this is beautiful. So we've got Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. There's that Master Maker. Again, the energy. I'm being really drawn to the numbers on these cards. And we got Winter's Dream, Gestation Period. This kind of feels like, well, how it's on the table for me. I look at it this way. This is like the thawing of everything that's been dormant, everything that's been just hidden in the deep recesses of our soul. So the cards, if I add up the numbers, we've got 8, 10, 10, and 9. So there's a progression from 8 to 9. There's endings with the 10s, you know, an ending into a new beginning, an ending of the old victim mentality, the woundedness, into the beginning of the pure potential of who we are, our own magic. The thawing. I'm getting a thawing. And that's what I was given for my own self for the last week. The thawing of, I was shown a human heart that was encased in ice, very thick ice, and it was thawing. And it was triggered, you know, I had received a beautiful trigger that began that thawing process, and then I was flooded with the overflow of that over the weekend. So I'm just really picking that up, that moving into Aquarius energy is going to give us the opportunities to really express as the magic being that we are. There's, you know, there's clarity, there's innovations, there's inspirations, there's after a time of, I'm hearing a time of healing. You know, we have done quite a bit of healing as a collective, as humanity has in the last 18 years, for sure. Again, I'm getting the energy of, what do you want? What are your dreams? What do you want things to look like moving forward? Even if you can't really tap into how it might feel because you've not experienced it, and you know, you might not even be able to gain a vision of it because you have not experienced it yet, but you can feel the energy, you know, amping up. You can feel the fire starting to light up within you. I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm frigid snoring. I gotta show you. Can you see she's upside down? Her head is upside down. She's hilarious. All right. I just love her. She's just been so freaking amazing lately. It's funny being all up in my face and on my lap, and um, yeah, it's funny. Anyway, let's keep going. Just some tarot here. Now I'm asked to grab one of these first. This is the, what do we got? Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. One of these I'm carrying, just one. Just one, they give me half a deck. Alright, just one. As we enter Aquarius, Pluto into Aquarius, the Sun in Aquarius. Again, that's a lot, man. Well, I'm taking them. Well, there's two. Thought there was more. I love this. The central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, success. Yeah, the sun entering Aquarius is just going to illuminate and energize the energy that we're moving into. We have astral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. Ooh, I love that. It's like burning away the past, man. Just burning away the past. It's burning away the past. Hearing that loud and clear. I gotta find a place to write it. I don't have a place. Cool. Plain and simple. That's all there is there. All right, fairies, talk to us. That was quick. 10 of summer. Whew, happiness, joy. What do you want to create? What are you going to put your energy into? Ooh, Queen of Cups, summer. This is about opening the heart space, nurturing the self. Seven of Winter. No more self-sabotaging. The heart. The heart knows what the heart wants. The heart knows. The heart knows. Okay. What else? The Hermit. Coming out of, yes, coming out of stagnancy. Coming out, maybe not stagnancy. It might appear like stagnancy. Coming out of like the thawing. Now you can come and you can shine your light. So the last 20 years, or 18 years or more, well, yeah, or more, have been the time of self-discovery. What makes you happy versus what you were in, experiencing. It's about finding your own inner light so you can shine it out. A thawing. I just... That's the title of this for whatever reason. We'll see what else comes out. Eight of summer, Eight of Cups. Yeah. Eight of Cups is the Hermit energy for me, the lower energy of the Hermit, because you walk away from what's not serving you, and you move toward finding what does serve you and what you want and what you desire, who you are on the inside. So you move into the Hermit energy. You walk away and you move toward your self-discovery. She's moving away. She's on a quest, and she's about ready to travel down the path. She doesn't know where she's going. She doesn't know what she's going to discover. When she gets there, though, she discovers that the heart is needed. The heart needs to be engaged. Justice. Truth. The truth will set us all free. The truth will come out. That's another thing that's going to be coming up big time this year as we start into the Aquarius energy. It's going to be really funny to watch, in my personal opinion, when Capricorn dips back in, or Pluto dips back into Capricorn September 1st through November 19th, because in 2024 in the United States we have an election, and I'm loving it. And it's funny because I don't vote. I'm a space holder. I for all of that. I'm an energy holder for all of that. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, truth is coming out. There's clarity. There's this is also kind of nudging a little bit into, because there is two on this card. Usually, justice energy is one. You know, the one angel with the scales and the sword. This is two. Again, it's going back to collaboration, partnerships, relationships. Really pulling out. So if we're looking at like partnerships or relationships, really pulling out the best of each other and utilizing that. No longer saying that, you know, watch how you're thinking about yourself and your situations and what you want. All this energy is really potent. I'm here in 48 hours. So this is, instead of thinking that you have nothing to offer, start speaking those words. I have a lot to offer. I am worthy. um, I am aligned with my highest timeline. I'm abundant. Whatever that is for you. Interesting. We have a lot of cups on the table. A lot of emotion. So it is, this transition is going to be really emotional, because this energy is it's gonna make us feel really wonky um, for a minute. So, um, but things are coming into balance. There's collaboration. There's compromise. There's um, even though I'm feeling the impulsivity, what we've learned from the last 18 years with Capricorn energy is we've learned how to kind of tap the brakes a little bit. And this is about integrating that. We've got this idea, but it's got to be a win-win for all involved. We can't just, it's not just about me and you, it's about the collective. Interesting, because there's an aspect of when we bring it down, it is about us, because we can't control what anyone else is doing, but when we're in connection with another, again, watching the energy that you're bringing into the dynamic, um, being the highest version of yourself, being the highest version that you discovered of yourself in every moment, and moving toward and working in tandem with another or others in their highest versions of themselves, and bringing something new into the collective energy. I like that there's no pentacles here, only because there's none of that patriarchal control energy. I don't know how to put that any other way. It's just what's coming through. I feel like our words, the words that we speak and the words that we tell ourselves, the thoughts, they're really going to be important. Not like they're never important, but I don't. There's because I'm having a little bit of a challenge with expressing myself in finding the right words. It just feels like maybe it's not time to speak the truth yet, especially now as we're still transitioning. We haven't even gotten our footing into Aquarius energy yet. It's going to take some time. Um, but I'm going to just reiterate, just keep your thoughts at the highest vibration as much as you can. And I am not one that, who's, you've got to think positive. I mean, I've thought negative before, and I've gotten such a blessing out of that. So, um, follow what you believe in for yourself. But I just feel like thoughts and the words that we speak and how we express ourselves are going to be really important for a time. Well, not just for a time, but moving forward. But right now, as we're trying to integrate and kind of find our footing in the new, you know, quick moving energy of Aquarius, that just pay attention. I guess that is all I can say. Let's get what else? What else? Let's get through. Thank you. High Priestess, intuition, definitely an Aquarian energy. Intuition, innovation, invention. Again, like I said, trusting in your intuition, following. So I love this. So this is the groundedness. This is the groundedness. This card says, careful reflection before taking action. This is taking that Pluto and Capricorn energy and utilizing that, putting that into play here before we take action, because this energy is going to be so quick and fast moving. Like I said, impulsive. It could be like, okay, this is act before think, but we still have to make sure that we come from the highest version of ourselves, and it's like crossing our T's, dotting our I's, but not not in the old way. That's not what I want to say. I feel like my messages and the messages that want to come through just are not coming through at all. I hope they are, but they don't feel like they're coming through clearly. And maybe that's just quite possibly because we are in that transition still. Like 1 foot in Pluto and Capricorn and 1 foot in Pluto and Aquarius energy. There's not that groundedness, but so in that time it's important to pay attention to your intuition, go within with the Hermit energy, and really listen to the inner guidance that you're receiving about everything. Unity. There's that unity again. I love that. So we've got that twice on the table. 2 cards that say unity. I love that. This one says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches. I love that. To see which works for you. That's exactly where we're at. Thank you. I'm so happy that came through because I was struggling here. I'm going to repeat that. Compare traditional. This is the Hierophant energy in the traditional tarot. Compare traditional, which is Capricorn energy, grounded, earthy, what we've always done, how we've always done things, versus new approaches, spirituality, spiritual guides, mentors, thinking new ways of doing things, seeing things differently, seeing them in a higher frequency, in a higher light. It just, and moving forward with that in a way that works for me and it works for you, works for me, works for the collective. This is so the message that's been coming through for me personally in the last month is about service. Being in service that also serves me, that doesn't exclude me as a divine being, as well as like everyone else is. I was excluding myself in a lot of things, and I didn't realize that. So Spirit brought through that, and I'm still sitting with that. There's still some 3D ego of, well, isn't that selfish? No, it's not. Spirit is continually coming through and saying, no, it's not. So it's about everything being a win-win for all, for the highest and greatest good of all. That's the other part of the title of this video. Final message here, our final tarot card, please, from the fairies. About this Pluto and Aquarius, this day, this specific energy that we're sitting in. It's too many. Oh, we did have 1 foot. Oh, and I love this. Another major arcana flipped in the deck. You ready? The world, whole new cycle. Cannot finish the tarot message of this portion of this message any better than this. A whole new cycle. Oh, it's not the world, it's the wheel of fortune. Still, delays are over. Sudden and unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. So, for those who that resonates with. But yeah, whole new cycle. Moving forward fast. The wheel has ticked up. It's turned. Where it's been sitting in this one degree for, this 29 degrees for how many months, and it's finally tipped up, and then it can start moving again. things can start going forward. This is actually an energy that humanity has been waiting for, whether they realize it or not. And again, I love that there's no pentacles on this table, because this is new, this is free, this is the intuition and the emotion and using everything together. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas, a 10 with a 10 of cups, 8 of cups, walking away, timing card, 5th card, 8 of cups, could be August, something important happened in August. In August we do have the 888 gateway. The 8-8 is always a Lion's Gate gateway, but being an 8-year, 2024, it's a 888, and it's important. So you might want to mark your calendars to see what you're moving into. You know, you're on a quest. What's that going to look like in 8 months? Anything else from the tarot here? No. Let's see. Okay. Final messages from the Lightworker Oracle. Just want to sit with this for a minute. That's why twin flames are so important. I'm glad that they didn't show up here as well, because they need twin flame. The energy of twin flames needs its own video. But we do have the Hierophant with the unity written on it, and the 10 of cups, and the wheel, and the justice. I mean, it's beautiful, because this is not, twin flames are, the unions that happen within the next 20 years are so freaking important for humanity, for the greater good of all. Unity consciousness. I was just told that I also need to get a Christ consciousness oracle before we end, so we will pull that out. Need to take a drink here. Orange juice to help balance the blood sugars during the shift of energy, whether you're diabetic or not. And I'm not, but it's very important. Very important to really take care of yourselves in the next few days, week or so, with the shift of these energies. Ascension symptoms will be very intense all across the board, so mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. So just take care of yourself as we settle into the Aquarian energy. Oh, look at that. I love that. What did I say earlier? Where was it? Yeah. Clearing the past. The thawing. Clearing the past. What do we have? Karmic clearing. Oh, I love that image. I do want to read out the book for that. I don't think I could do it justice with what I might get through. Let's see, can you see that? You are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness to which are attached particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow that consciousness, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It is time for an old wound to be released once and for all. The thawing. The thawing. Karma is not a punishment. Karma is essentially our soul's lesson plan for this lifetime, carried over from past lifetimes. It is the way we grow and develop as a soul, sometimes through challenges and sometimes through blessings. Our positive karma is seen in the skills and talents we have mastered over lifetimes. Also, when opportunities flow easily and healing happens swiftly, there is a sense of positive karma, an easy grace that effortlessly takes place in your life. This is what happens when we clear enough of our own past pain to have little resistance between us and the natural flow of life. Just want to see how much more. I'm going to finish reading this, so just sit tight for a moment. More challenging karma is revealed in the lessons as we are still learning, and I apologize for the snowplow going by. All right, get it together, Mary Jo. These usually appear in the guise of painful circumstances or reactions that repeat themselves in our lives. The stronger the soul, the more challenging the lesson it is willing to master this lifetime. As with any education, the higher the level of training, the more demanding the work. When you are working through big challenges, it's often a sign that you are on an advanced spiritual path. Must you always have struggle in your life as an advanced soul? Of course not. As you master your lessons, you will find you develop an ability to live your life more peacefully. However, it would be incorrect to interpret a struggle as a sign that you are not progressing spiritually. Sometimes the more painful the struggle has been, the more difficult it can be to release that pain and associated memories or scars. The spiritual worlds know that you are in need of divine intervention to help clear a pattern that was once painfully lodged in your body, mind, and soul. Enough of the struggle. Divine love now offers healing and freedom. We clear karma by learning to trust and relax, by choosing not to punish ourselves with shame, guilt, fear, or unworthiness, by continuing to balance our efforts with a surrender into divine grace. We take responsibility for our own healing, doing all that we can, and trusting that the universe will lovingly and effectively handle everything else so that we can progress and succeed. If you've been struggling with a long-term issue, this oracle card comes as a particular sign that the universe wants to step in and assist you. Repeat the invocation below for at least 6 days and nights. Invite this healing blessing of karmic clearing through love into your life now. And I'm going to read the invocation, and I'm going to read it slowly so you can rewatch, start, stop, so you can write it down if you wish to. So the invocation says, I call upon the karmic board of ascended beings, angels, guides, and holy ones who love me unconditionally and ask for your divine blessing, healing, and assistance now. I open myself up to divine grace, divine love, and karmic absolution. I choose to surrender my attachment to the suffering I have experienced. I have learned and been willing to go through. Let me restart that. I have learned and been willing to go through this experience, and yet I am now willing to learn and grow through higher vibrational experience of love. Frigid's in the box. Through divine authority and my own free will, this karmic clearing manifests now according to the highest law of love. May this blessing reach into the hearts of all beings, according to divine compassion, mercy, and grace. And so be it. It is done. With a little interlude with Bridget in the box. Yeah, this is beautiful. So until we kind of find our footing fully in the Aquarian energy, we may experience this karmic clearing. It may look different for everyone. For me, it was on my knees with my face down in the carpet, sobbing from the depths of my soul. And it was a beautiful clearing, healing, thawing of my heart that I hadn't even realized was still frozen in fear of feeling, of receiving, of giving fully. If you're going through this karmic clearing, I wish you love. I offer you compassion and peace and grace as you move through this. It's a beautiful message as we enter into Aquarius energy. We can't take the past with us. It's got to leave. It's got to be done with. It's got to clear. Because we're moving into the higher frequencies. We are moving into more plasmic energy coming in from the great central sun, from the galactic core. Expect solar flares and geostorms to be upticked this year. Not, I was going to say this summer, so possibly this summer, which they always are in the summer. Ooh, did you see that? I just had a fairy go across the screen around 51 minutes, 40 something, maybe 50 something. I've got to rewatch that. That was very cool. That was very cool. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, folks. I will be back with a twin flame reading at some point when I'm guided to, but I know it's in the hopper. It's brewing. It's brewing. So be gentle with yourselves, will ya? You deserve it. And you deserve all the abundance that's coming in for you. All the blessings that we are about to receive and are receiving, whether we see them or not. I love you so much. From my heart to yours. I want to say goodbye, Frigid. And from Frigid. Till next time.